Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Green Raven here. Who's ready to crawl through the mud and the muck and try to solve the mysteries of the Undercity? Alright, and away we go. Choose your difficulty before beginning your adventure. You must choose your skill level, Classic. For the true hardcore gamebook hero. Play GA how it is meant to be played, where your fate rests in judgment, skill, and a bit of luck. Starting vitality is calculated by rolling 4 dice and adding a total of 24. The adventure is more relaxed. This mode makes things a little easier for you. Start with remaining some challenge. Vitality is automatically detect. Casual for the reader who wants to truly appreciate the story without worry the limiting bookmarks and yada backward button. Okay. Obviously, being the masochist that I am, I shall be doing Classic. You have chosen Classic mode. Now you must create your character. First, choose a name. Okay. And now I shall pause the video for like 20 freaking minutes because it takes me forever to come up with a name. Faustius. Whatever, it'll do. Now I will determine your starting vitality. Vitality is calculated by rolling 4 dice, and I know total to 24 for a minimum of 28. Alright. Let's roll. Not bad, but could have been better. That could have been at least a 3, but okay. You rolled a 15 with a base of 24. Your total vitality is 39. Not too shabby. Up next, fitness. Now you must roll your fitness. Fitness represents how fit and agile you are. There will be key moments in the story during battles where you will need to test your fitness. The higher the value, the better. Fitness is calculated by rolling 1 dice and adding the number to 6 for a minimum of 7 and a maximum of 12. Roll fitness. Nice. Nice. Could have been better, obviously, but I'll take a 5. You also have bookmarks that you can use. Tap the center of the screen and the bookmark buttons will appear in the upper corner. Bookmarks will allow you to save your game at any point in the book. In classic mode, you only get 6 bookmarks, so use them wisely. Start your adventure. Look at that. Handsome shark man. Oh no. Actually, let's quickly just... Oh, this doesn't have it. Some of the other books, they have a classic picture mode. I know I could have revised picture mode, but I guess this doesn't. Okay, that's fine. Day 24th. 24th day of Faber's 775 dawn years. Throw them in the pit, snarls the leader of this motley band of thieves. A tall yet fat man with thinning gray hair who is clad in rich purple robes. The man takes up an ornate staff and prods you painfully in the ribs. Hands grab your wrists and ankles and heave you toward the gaping black hole in the chamber's brick floor. Jesus Christ, it's too early in the morning for me to read words. Wait, you cry. I'm innocent. I never did it. Silence, scum, says the thieves' leader, slapping you across the face. You lot are all the same. Come back from slaying some sorcerer and saving the world, and then you run out of money because you blew it all down at the taverns. Then after some time you will most likely start thieving in the marketplace. Against explicit guild law, you deserve to die. The leader is Valvidios, the thief master of the Red Hand Guild, one of Orlandus City's most infamous criminal brotherhoods. You are but a lowly adventurer, sometimes thief who has been caught up in a mob scene at the market and wrongly accused of pickpocketing. Before you can even be arrested by one of the Orlandus militia, you are grabbed by the guild's watchers, stripped of your belongings and imprisoned in an abandoned building that doubles as a thief den until Valvidos and his cronies arrived. Here, boss, says one of the cronies, a gaunt thief with black whiskers and a bandolier of razor-sharp throwing knives. Why don't we just kill him right here and be done with it? Have you no imagination? Go ahead, just realizes it, the same 2 voices, says Valvidos, shaking his head. We're not like those. dull-minded assassins from the band of the Dark Blade. We do things with style and meaning, right, Orcio? Correct, sir, says a small man in brown robes, with a black cloth skullcap that marks him as the priest of the Shadow God. Our Lord of Shadows demands sacrifice this month, and what better way to deliver that than toss this unfortunate into the sewers beneath the city? But what if he lives? Says Gallia stubbornly. What if he makes it to the Undercity? He won't make it to the Undercity, says Velvetos, but just in case, you're going to be down there waiting for him, Gullio. Gullio grunts in annoyance. Velvetos signals to the brutish troll bodyguard standing immediately behind you, who is holding your neck with one hand while creating a crossbow in the other. Duck the honor if you please. Thuck the troll shoves you into the pit and you fall screaming through space. He's holding a candle in the other arm, not a crossbow. Whatever. The troll shoves you in the pit and you fall screaming through space, to land with a splash in a pool of water whose stench makes you retch. You are in a high-ceilinged chamber with tunnels leading off in all directions. Suddenly, there is a screeching noise from above, and you look up to see the thieves drawing the slab over the entrance to the pit, extinguishing your only source of light. You yell at them to stop, but only hear laughter, until this too disappears and the slab blocks out all light and sound. You stand alone in the darkness, entombed by the Red Hand Guild. Will you survive your adventures in the catacombs of the Undercity? Turn to page 296. It is pitch black. You cannot see a thing. And all you know is that you are standing knee-deep in foul-smelling water in a subterranean chamber, deep under the city of Orlandis. This is like the third book in the thing, by the way. You fight down a rising wave of panic at being entombed. Actually, where is our vitality? You have no weapons or armor. Red Hand Guild are infamous. Red Hand Guild leader called Vivalnus Orsari is a Shadow God priest. You have nothing to use. Anywho, you fight down the urge. You fight down a rising wave of panic at being entombed in the darkness and try to remember the look of the room in which you have been dumped. There were 4 exits out of your end that you were sure of. From your right, you can feel a faintest breeze on your face. On your left, the air is even more cloying and stench-laden, if that is at all possible. But wait, could it be? Directly ahead of you is a faint light bobbing about some distance away in the blackness. At exactly the same time, you suddenly become aware of the unmistakable sound of some large creature behind you, grunting, snorting as it wades through the muck. Which way will you go? Straight ahead towards the safety of the light. With all these adventure books, nothing is ever as it seems, so will you turn back and confront the creature behind you? Does going right into the breeze sound like a good idea? Or shall you go left to the foul-smelling air? Do we want to fight a mysterious creature, go into what we think is safety, go towards a light breeze, or go towards a very foul-smelling, You know what? First off, let's go sucker punch whatever's trying to foul us. Turn back and confront the creature behind you. You spin around and wade towards the sound of an approaching creature, hoping to scare it off. Instead, the creature speeds up, thrashing through the water towards you. At the last moment, it jumps at your throat, screeching horribly and desperate. Desperate, you try to dodge the creature's attack. Okay, here we go. Showtime. You roll the 2 in which is less than your fitness value of 11. You definitely pass the fitness. Now here's a weird thing. All these older like D&D type games and adventure books, you have to score lower than your actual thing to dodge, which is kind of weird. Now modern day like D&D stuff, it usually just is like that value or higher, because this is just like confusing, you know? Like, so if you have a higher fitness, you have to score lower to succeed. Now just like whatever your fitness is, but you have to Anyways, whatever. Rambling. two, 2-1, so not too shabby. You jerk aside and are almost knocked to the ground as a creature goes leaping past you through the air. You feel its large, hairy body brush you by and the smell of an overpowering, rodent-like stench. Frantically, you spin about in the dark as the creature comes charging back for a second attack. Even though you cannot see your adversary properly, you know you must be facing a blood rat. They are a dog-sized horror that looks like a cross between a warthog and a gigantic rat. And now I'm slowly starting to regret my decision because I have no weapons. 1 offense, 1 defense. I just remembered to add up, not necessarily a let's play, but a playthrough, where I got murdered by this one rat. Okay, fitness check. 1, 2, and 2, so. Yeah, and it has 2 dice, so. Yikes. Oof. Come on. Oh, fucking God. Jesus is not on our side today. Oh, thank God. Come on. Okay, this is bad. This is genuinely, truly just... Let's do a fitness check. Passing, you get a +1 to your next roll. High value. Okay. Oh, fucking God. Why? Why is this happening? Getting my ass beat by a rat. I mean, it's 2 dice against 1. Please just roll like 2 1s or something. Thank freaking Jeebus. You deal a crushing blow, the only blow. The blood rat is defeated. Wow, that was painful. 15 out of 39 health. That's just... I gotta remember to stop attacking this fucking rat. If you kill it, turn to page 552. You throttle the squirming blood rat with your bare hands, wrapping your fingers around its throat and crushing its windpipe. Finally, it stops twitching and lies still in the rancid muck of the sewer's bottom. Phew, getting to your feet, you wipe your hands with your clothes and try not to breathe in too deeply. As you move towards, you contemplate the path onwards. Which way will you go? Straight ahead towards the light? Back where the rat came from? Into the breeze or into the stench? Let's see where the rat came from. You carefully walk down a tunnel in the direction the blood rat came from, ensuring your hands are held out in front of you in the darkness. After a few minutes, you enter a small chamber at the bottom of a long shaft, illuminated feebly by several tiny beams of light from a small grate in the distant ceiling. There are no other exits, but the chamber does contain the rotting corpse of other victims caused by the blood rat and probably the red hand killed too. Searching the remains, you find a small knife and 3 pistados. Pistados is the currency of the realm. Satisfied with this change in fortune, you return to the original chamber. Yeah, so basically you gotta get your ass whooped just to get a knife. But I mean, now you got 2 dice, so... progress. Okay, now see, a lot of these adventure books and D&D type campaigns, usually the safe sounding option is not. Let's go into the foul-smelling air. Well, yeah, Humph. You know what, fuck it, foul-smelling air. mushrooms. Gasping for breath, you turn and stagger forward into the foul-smelling darkness. One hand clamped over your mouth and nose, the other held out in front of you. After a while, you notice a faint amber glow coming from the gross. A phosphorus... I'm bad at the words right now in the morning. Lichen on the walls and ceiling of the sewer tunnel. They dimly illuminate your surroundings. The tunnel opens up into a small chamber overgrown with subterranean fungi, many of which are also glowing luminously like the lichen. You break off a stalk to use as a light source. Huzzah! In the center of the chamber is a rancid pool of goo, which now is bubbling and frothing as something rises to the surface. What will you do? Do we actually have anything? Glow stick fungus. Nice. Face the mysterious creature in the pool, or flee the passage to avoid what may dangers you encounter. I do have a Shanky shiv now, so let's face what's in there. With an almighty squelch, a great green blob erupts from the surface of the pool, and you see all of its unblinking golden eyes. The blob is waving acid-dripping, bubbly pseudopods menacingly in your direction. You must fight. Okay, so this thing has way more health, but less defense. And now we do have a knife. So... mother trucker. That is good though. That is good. Slime Fiend is hit. Slime Fiend takes 4 damage. Slime Fiend moves to block the attack. Slime Fiend is hit. Takes 6 damage. Nice. Can we do glow sticks now? Okay. Oof. That is just a big giant oof. Enemy 1 deals crushing blow. You are defeated. Ouch. If you are killed, you furiously swipe at the blob with your weapon, but the creature just seems to take the damage without feeling any pain. You're beginning to grow tired and weary from this exhausting battle. As you are locked in a death fight, you try to find anything that will give you an advantage over this beast, but it seems that he has no weakness. You're running out of potions, never even had potions, and are sizing up how best to escape here. And unfortunately, the only exit is behind the blob. You run straight at him and hope to jump over, however you do not, and instead get caught inside the beast. The creature now has you in its grasp and is suffocating you. You try to squirm free, but to no avail, and in a few more moments, you pass out, only to never awaken. Your adventure ends here. The end. Well, shit. Okay, so I guess that'll do it.